All right, so today we are creating what is called dirty sodas. So these are something that I found on TikTok first because it's kind of been like a huge TikTok trend in the last year. But I believe that it stems actually from like Mormon culture in Utah because in the Mormon church, they don't really drink a lot of, they just drink like soda. They don't really do coffee. And I also believe they don't drink. So I think this is kind of like a mocktail type thing to them as well. The other reason that I want to bring this up is obviously January is dry January for a lot of people, or we also have people that might be like sober curious. And so I was like, this is just a fun way. These are kind of like not everyday items you would have at home, but kind of like random drinks or ingredients that you would maybe have just lying around the house that you could try this yourself and see if this is something that you would be interested in doing more.
Well, the funny thing is if you do drink coffee, I feel like a lot of these things you could use in your coffee drinks. So I know I have some of these things on hand at home.
Absolutely, and that's why it's so easy. So the general kind of, I guess, way to make these, there's really no rhyme or reason. It's kind of just up to you. But typically, you have some kind of soda base of whatever you're choosing, and then you mix in random flavors or syrups or whatever your forte is there. And then the kind of like key ingredient here is creamer, which sounds kind of strange.
You would think that would be so gross going into a carbonated drink, but
I know,
I guess
but it's
not.
kind of interesting. I tried one last week at home because I was curious before we obviously did this on the show. So let's just kind of mess around because, like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. So what do you want to start with?
Looking at all the ingredients you got us ahead of time, and I've also seen a lot of people talking about the Olipop.
Yes, and so there's actually, I'm glad you brought this up. There's a specific reason that I grabbed 2 Olipops because obviously, like soda and creamer and syrups can get pretty non-healthy, if you will.
Up there in calories and
so
sugar
there's still
and
ways
all of
to
those
do this
things.
with kind of bearing some of that in mind. So like Olipop is a good kind of alternative to soda, if you will. You could also use, these syrups are not, but you could use like sugar-free syrups and then maybe look into some kind of like alternative creamer or something like that. Just really like whatever you prefer, like I said. So.
All right, I went with the orange Olipop because these are technically, like it's not like a diet soda. It's
it's
supports digestive and immune health, so it's like I feel like it's kind of similar to kombucha.
Yeah, or like even like producer Charlie and I were talking today, like even almost kind of similar to like stevia or something like that too. So like kind of keep that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna start making one with the Olipop ginger ale. We're gonna see.
All right, I have to add cream. Like,
you don't have to, but like you should. You know why not?
Well, I mean, if that's
you don't have a reason not to.
That's the whole TikTok.
That's the whole TikTok thing. That's what everyone on TikTok's doing.
Okay, I like coconut, so I'm gonna go with the coconut cream.
All right, I'm gonna add a little strawberry in here. We're gonna see. And then
how much? Are there measurements?
No.
Did I do it right?
You just measure with your heart, I guess.
Okay.
We're gonna just throw in like raspberry too, because why not?
That's delicious.
Is it? I kind of was nervous based off your face.
It's so good.
Okay. We're just gonna do a dash
I mean,
of coconut.
I feel like the orange and vanilla was a safe choice because you've got what is that? A creamsicle?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking actually.
And then the coconut just adds a nice little like tropical addition to it. I feel like I should have poured some of this in another cup for you to try. Yeah, I guess I can still do that.
This one's pretty good. You know what this almost reminds me of? I might totally be making this up. At first sip, it almost kind of tastes like a non-alcoholic like mule or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, probably because of the ginger ale?
Yeah, like it kind of has that like ginger beer taste to it a little bit. You go ahead, you do that. Okay, I'm gonna try yours now. Do you see what I mean? Just like very slightly. Like it's not like overly powerful or anything.
You know, I do like to drink wine on a regular basis. So when I was pregnant, I like to make mocktails and anything with the ginger ale, like a ginger beer.
Yeah.
Because ginger beer is non-alcoholic. It's like root beer.
Absolutely.
That was always a really good mocktail to me.
Yes.
It still had, you know, it wasn't overly sweet. It had really good flavor.
The one you made was very, very good.
It's kind of tropical.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use Diet Coke for this one. And then I'm gonna use, will you hand me one of those lime packets? There's like, I didn't even know about these until I was buying stuff for this. There's True Lime and True Lemon packets, which a lot of people use. You wanna hand me one? Toss this in there. Maybe.
I would make another one, but I feel like I'm gonna make a lot of people angry. I don't like Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that's okay.
So I'm gonna leave that one over there.
You can just hate on Dr. Pepper, that's fine. We're gonna throw a pinch of vanilla in here just because. And then I think I'm gonna do some normal creamer in this one. Let's see, just a dash, that'll work. Then I'm gonna use another new straw because we have a bag of 1,000 over here.
You don't wanna mix flavors.
Okay, let's see. Very limey, but very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right, the options are limitless. because
could just keep
we
exploring.
have barely even scratched
Yeah.
the surface of soda
Yeah.
flavors, let alone all the
Also,
syrups and
obviously, we've been
everything.
making like smaller portions for time. So if you were at home and you made a full size one, it'd probably taste a little better too, because you'd probably measure it out a little better potentially.
Is there
but
like a account or some kind of way to find them on TikTok if we want to?
just search dirty soda on TikTok.
Okay.
You will find all kinds of people's recipes. Some people have like Sonic orders to do because you know they have every flavor in the world, or just stuff to make at home too. So that's where I got a lot of my inspiration from. So check it out.
Awesome.
Good stuff, right?